Yo, what's going on, guys? So today in this video I'm going to be talking about something that's also been, on my mind recently because, you know, I just made a WWE video. I uploaded it about Tiffany Stratton. I'm getting right back into it, like not even long after, to make this video. And this is something I've briefly talked about, but I want to talk about it in a full-on video, just explaining everything. And that's the fact that Triple H has favoritism in WWE, in this company, in this business, and we're just going to talk about it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Like, subscribe to the channel. If you guys are new, I'd really appreciate it. And we're just going to pretty much dive right into this. We're going to dive right into this. So now that we're going to dive right into this, I want to let y'all know, because I know probably there's going to be people out there that are going to be like, oh, Triple H doesn't have favorites. Yes, he does. It's very obvious, and it's obvious who the people are. And I'm going to be talking about all of them, like literally right now. And, we're going to go down the list, because I'm just going to list all the favorites that he has in WWE, which starts with Sami Zayn, Cody Rhodes, Rhea Ripley, Seth Rollins, Gunther, Damian Priest, and Becky Lynch. Those are all of Triple H's favorites in WWE. And people talk about because like I said, Triple H has favoritism. People say he has racism, but that's not what it is. He has pretty much just his own favorite wrestlers, and that's it. And the reason why is because you notice people like Seth Rollins have been World Heavyweight Championship twice now at this point. People like Cody Rhodes have been champion twice now at this point. Gunther has been champion twice now at this point. And then all of a sudden, Rhea Ripley has also been World Heavyweight Championship twice at this point. And then now she's she doesn't have a title, but she's involved in every title match. And with, people like Sammy is more so like, Sammy doesn't, he hasn't been champion back to back or whatever. Well, at least with the same title. But you notice how every single champion that he's been beating, are people that are like more deserving wrestlers, or wrestlers who, they're on their grind, they have their shine, they have their spotlight, and they're doing good for themselves. And then here comes Sami Zayn to take their championship away from them, and like pretty much still their shine. Or he's like pretty much just being made to look strong and beating more deserving wrestlers and winning pretty much every match. And it's the same thing with what's it called? Becky Lynch. I don't remember if she was champion before she was IC champion, but she definitely is one of Triple H's favorites, simply because of the fact that, she came back after a whole year of being gone, and then all of a sudden she gets, she takes the tag titles away. She takes the IC title away, and pretty much the whole spotlight is pretty much all on her now, because she took Lyra Valkyria, a younger star's pretty much championship, away from them. And now Lyra Valkyria is just a jobber. Same thing with Bayley. So it's like, Becky's pretty much in the same boat, and pretty much Becky's being made to look strong because she's constantly winning as well. So it's like, it's pretty much Becky Lynch is also one of Triple H's favorites. I'm pretty sure she was like, she already had like multiple other championships that she was taking away from other people too. So there's that. Damian Priest, the reason why he's one of Triple H's favorites is because of the simple fact that Damian Priest, like the dude, okay, like yeah, you could argue he hasn't really had many championships. And as far as I'm concerned, like, he had the World Championship twice. No, not twice. He had the World Heavyweight Championship last year during WrestleMania, um, and he carried it for a couple months. But here's the thing: he took it away from a more deserving wrestler, which is Drew McIntyre. That was Drew McIntyre's moment. He took it away, and then he had the championship for a couple months. Um, and since then, he's been either competing for, you know, competing for um, a title, or he's been made to look strong. He's like pretty much just like beating everybody up, and he's winning every match, and like dang near every match, and he's pretty much like like he's either competing for a title, or he pretty much is being just made to win all these fucking matches and made to look strong all the damn time, and pretty much like making everybody else a jobber and like beating everybody else that are more deserving to him. Um, and so yeah, Damian Priest is obviously one of Triple H's favorites. So pretty much all these people that I just named: Rhea Ripley, Seth Rollins, Sami Zayn, Cody Rhodes, Gunther, Damian Priest, Becky Lynch. These are all of Triple H's favorites, and people who say otherwise, I don't know what to tell you, bro, because everything I just said is proof. Triple H has favorites in this company. These are all his golden boys and golden girls within WWE. And this is why, this is in my issue. Because like this is an issue because of the fact that not only are you making the same people champions, or having these people can get a title opportunity constantly, or what's it called, or being made to look strong and beating other more deserving wrestlers just in general. Not only are you doing that, but then you're like pretty much burying everybody else, because no one's really getting a chance to shine. No one's getting a push, or no one's getting no one's getting being made to look stronger. No one's really getting a championship or a championship opportunity, or being made to look strong by beating other wrestlers. And it's just like, no one's getting a push pretty much. It's pretty much just the same people that are like just being pushed by Triple H constantly, that are shoved down our throats. And so even if some of these people that are Triple H's favorites are like doing nothing, like Gunther and Damian Priest, like they're not really doing anything. But either way, like the fact that Gunther had 2 World Heavyweight Championship reigns plus the IC title reign, pretty much most of his time has just been champion since he's come to WWE. And then all of a sudden, he's always like winning all his damn matches, damn near all his matches too. And he's pretty much always competing for the title. And I guarantee you it's going to be the same when he returns. And Damian Priest, like I said, he's not really doing anything, but he's constantly being made to look strong and going over on other people and beating other more deserving wrestlers. And plus he took the title from Drew, which adds on top of that. Like, we give it to him for what? Because he's one of Triple H's favorites. It's obvious. So all of these people are Triple H's golden boys and golden girls, and they just get all the spotlight, they get all the push, they get all the attention, they get all of that. But all these other wrestlers, all these more deserving wrestlers are getting pushed, or getting buried, or being jobbers, and they're not doing anything. And that's my issue. Like, no one's getting a push besides Triple H's favorites. Favoritism. So yeah, it's like when you have favoritism in this company, you pretty much are just like burying more other deserving wrestlers. You're pretty much just making the same people champion, and or like giving all these other people the spotlight and giving them a push. And it's not, and it's like And it's not even just the fact that the people that Triple H is pushing his favorites, right? It's not even just the fact that he's pushing his favorites. It's also the fact that the favorites that he's pushing, 'cause it's not just the fact that his favorites that he's pushing are bearing other wrestlers or making other wrestlers jobbers, but it's also the fact that um like his favorites that he's pushing aren't even good. Like Cody Rhodes is garbage, Seth Rollins is garbage, Rhea Ripley's garbage, Gunther's garbage, Damian Priest is garbage, Becky Lynch is garbage, Sami Zayn is garbage. All of Triple H's favorites are trash. So it's like you're not only are you like constantly pushing these people and over pushing them and like doing wonders for them, but but your favorites that you're pushing are fucking garbage, and you're pretty much just bearing other people. So it's like that are more deserving, or people that could get a chance to shine, and get a push and get a championship maybe. Like you're pretty much just not giving anyone an opportunity for anything because you're giving it to the same fucking people, and the same people you're giving it to, which is Triple H's favorites, which is, his favorites, they're garbage. So it's like, this is my issue, with Triple H's favoritism in WWE. Like who's, like Rhea Ripley, well actually, let me talk about Cody Rhodes. Cause I was gonna switch to Seth Rollins too, but the thing is with Rhea Ripley, Cody Rhodes, is that like Cody Rhodes literally not only had the championship already, but then he takes it away from John Cena during his retirement run, and he stops his pretty much championship reign early on his retirement run, before John Cena even retires. And then Cody Rhodes doesn't even fucking defend the title because he's gone filming movies and he has a baby or whatever. So he's gone for a whole month and he's not even cutting promos and defending the title. And people are like, oh, but that's, like I said, he's filming movies. He had a kid. Okay, but then why would you give him the championship to begin with then? Why? Because he's one of Triple H's favorites. That's why. That's the only reason why he has a fucking championship again. And, he's still being called QB1 and the fighting champion, but he's not even fucking defending the title the first time, and now he has a championship a second time, and he's still doing the same thing, not defending it. So, like, how exactly am I supposed to care about Cody Rhodes as like some kind of champion, but he's not fucking defending the title? He's not defending it. And to give it to him, like, of all people again, like, it's fucking, like, it's just stupid. Like, Cody Rhodes is fucking trash. He's garbage. Like, his first title reign was boring, nothing memorable, and his second title reign is gonna be the same thing, and it's just gonna, he's barely gonna, and he barely defended the title the first time. And he didn't do good matches or good promos besides maybe maybe 2 good promos and 2 good matches, and that's it. And like I said, he was barely doing any matches, and his matches weren't good. And then now he has a championship twice, and it's gonna be the same thing. He's barely gonna defend the title. He's barely going to defend it. He's going to cut boring-ass promos. And, he's going to beat people that are more deserving, like Drew McIntyre. Like, Drew McIntyre is pretty much his first opponent at WrestlePalooza. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, it's so fucking obvious Drew's going to lose, and you had to just make Drew the first, opponent? Like, it's just, oh my fucking God, bro. Like, it's one thing to make Drew McIntyre lose a championship match, but to have him be the first to lose to a championship match, pretty much making it more obvious that he's gonna lose. and pretty much, making him more of a jobber. That's my issue. Like Drew McIntyre, he's the one. Like Cody shouldn't be carrying the belt. Drew McIntyre should be carrying that belt. You know. But now let's give it to Triple H's favor. Cody Rhodes, the golden boy, right? Like all his golden boys and golden girls, his favorites in his company is the only people that are getting a push. It's just the same fucking people over and over again. And so that's why, whenever you talk about, what's it called? When you talk about like people like Drew McIntyre, people are like, oh, Drew McIntyre, he sucks. He shouldn't be champion. But like, okay, why did Cody deserve to be champion? Why does he deserve to be champion? Like, he hasn't even defended the title in over a month since he's won it, and he hasn't cut promos and he hasn't done anything. And so, why do we need Cody as champion? Let alone, like, why do we need him not only as champion, but why do we need him as champion again? It's just like, my bad, guys. I thought I heard something, but because my family, they're asleep, so I'm trying not to be loud or anything. But so why does Cody deserve to be champion? Why does Rhea Ripley deserve to be in every fucking title match? Why does she deserve to have 2 championship reigns? And why is she barely, without earning them and without, like cutting good promos or doing really wrestling or doing anything, as a character and, storyline wise? Why does she deserve so many fucking championship opportunities? Why does Gunther deserve to be champion twice? 3 times, I mean, because he's, he had the IC title too. It's like Sammy, Sammy, why does Sammy deserve to be the fucking US champion? Why does he deserve to be IC champion? It's like Sami Zayn pretty much, all his fucking character is just, oh, I'm gonna get involved in everyone's business, cut these boring, self-righteous, preachy promos, acting like I know everything, and then talk about how I want to be champion, I want it, I want to win, I'm the best, I'm the underdog, I'm gonna win everybody, I'm here to do the right thing. And it's just like bro, that's all his character is. Everything I just said is pretty much his whole character. It's just like, this guy sucks. He's garbage. He's boring. It's like there's nothing of substance with Sami Zayn's character. He's just burying other people and making other people jobbers. And people that are more deserving at that. Like Chad Gable could have been IC champion, but no, put Sami in there. Like, that's what we did. Then we have Gunther look weak to Sami. Then we have, Chad Gable get turned into a jobber in the process. Then Solo gets turned into a jobber because, his championship ends up being fucking ruined by Sami. Then fucking Karrion Kross gets buried and turned into a jobber by Sami as well. And Sami's constantly winning every match and made to look strong and, and constantly pretty much sending other people to shine by making everything about himself and getting everyone's championship. It's like, man, people who don't see that Triple H has favorites, I don't know what to tell you at this point, man. Like, I don't, like, it's so obvious that Triple H has favoritism within this company. And it needs to stop, bro. It needs to stop. Because not only are these fucking people garbage that are his favorites, that he's constantly being over pushing, but then you're burying other people in the process and making other people jobbers. Like, this needs to fucking stop. This needs to stop. Like, it's just ridiculous at this point. Like, and the thing is too is that, like, yeah, like, I guarantee you that people like what's it called? Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins are gonna have their championships for a while. They're gonna have their championships for a while, bro. And what's it called? Same with Becky Lynch. Same with what's it called? Sami Zayn. All these people, they're gonna have all the Triple H's favorites. They're gonna have their championship for a while, like at least for like a year or close to a year, maybe even longer. Like some of them, because these are his favorites. And don't be surprised if Damian Priest and fucking Rhea Ripley become champion again, like world heavyweight champion. Like, bro, it's like these are all Triple H's favorites, bro. It's just the same fucking people that he's pushing. It's the same shit, bro. So, I just hope that fucking Triple H can stop fucking pushing his favorites only that are fucking garbage, and actually, give a push to other people that are more talented and more deserving, and just other people that also deserve the spotlight and also deserve to be, pushed, Like, it's not, like stop fucking pushing your fucking favorites, So, that's pretty much all I have to say at this point, man. Like, I don't know, man. And here's the thing too, because like the thing about like these people that I talk about being Triple H's favorites, they could just be cool with Triple H or they could be friends with him. I don't know, but they're obviously his favorites for a reason, and it's just like fucking stupid. It's like it's like, trying to mix personal with business. It's just it's ridiculous. Like, this is like one of the issues I have with like certain companies trying to like make things about personal friendships or like people you consider that you're chill with. Like that's the issue I have when you're trying to mix your personal relationships with people into business, because then stuff like this happens. Then people like this get favored over other more deserving people. It's just fucking stupid, man. And especially if they're not good at their job, then why are you over pushing them and burying other more deserving people? I just don't get it. So, hopefully, Becky Lynch loses her title. Hopefully, Seth Rollins loses his title. Hopefully, Cody Rhodes loses his title. Hopefully, what's it called? Sammy loses his title. Hopefully, Damian Priest doesn't get any more title matches and doesn't stop being made to look fucking strong and win every damn match. Or damn near every match. And hopefully Gunther, doesn't get any more title opportunities and more titles. And yeah, hopefully, hopefully none of this continues to happen, because I'm just sick of Triple H's favorites being pushed all the damn time. Like, it's just fucking ridiculous, man. Like, do you like, why would I, like, do y'all really think that someone, like, who had potential to be a good, fucking champion and have a good reign and everything, like someone that could have been put over by an older star that they looked up to, like Lyra Valkyria looking up to Becky Lynch, and like people were saying, oh, Becky's, pushing Lyra, she's putting her over. Doesn't seem like it, because not, fucking Becky's the one with the title now, and she's the one that, pretty much is not a fucking jobber, while Lyra Valkyria is, so it's like, it doesn't really make sense. And whether you think Becky or Lyra is better or not, it's not my point. I mean, I think, to be honest, I never really liked Lyra before the whole feud with her and Becky. But my point is that, This could have been an opportunity to lift her up and, put her over. Like, oh, people are starting to like her again. And, people are starting to enjoy her. So this could have been, this Becky feud could have been to give her the spotlight and, like, put her over. And give her a good championship reign. Give her the push. No. Pretty much we turned Lyra to a jobber and have her lose her championship to Becky Lynch. It's just like, bro, it doesn't make sense. And then you think someone like Cody Rhodes deserves to cut John Cena's title reign short just so you can hold the championship again and have another boring, meaningless title reign? You think, like, no, that doesn't deserve to happen. You think Sami deserves to take the title from Solo when this could have been Solo's push and Solo's time to shine? No. You think fucking Rhea Ripley deserves to get all these fucking title matches while all these other female wrestlers pretty much are barely getting any title opportunities and barely getting any time to shine? And, like, while she's already had the World Heavyweight Championship twice already, like, you think she deserves all this? No. What's it called? You think Damian Priest deserved to be World Heavyweight Championship over Drew McIntyre and, like, have pretty much steal his shine and pretty much, end up, losing the championship, but then, Damian Priest ends up pretty much going on a winning streak and, like, being made to look strong even after he lost the championship and pretty much being put in every title match to compete for it, and then ends up winning his feud over Drew McIntyre, ends up winning dang near every match that he has since he just left Judgment Day, and is being constantly made to look strong, and seems to, want the U.S. title or the world title again. Like, it's just like, you think any of this deserved to happen? That Damon deserved all of this? No. So, again, all these people that are just being overpushed by Triple H, it just needs to stop, man. We need, like, no more favorites Triple H. Like, fucking stop doing this shit, man. Seriously. Stop pushing that people that are obviously your favorites. That's all I have to say at this point. Man, I'm kind of like freaking, like, the reason I'm breathing hard and in and out is because, like, I'm just fucking, like, talking so damn long. And so, like, I'm freaking just, like, having to breathe in constantly in and out, and just fucking, like, kind of winded right now. Yeah, and, I made a video literally just before this about Tiffany Stratton, so I'm, like, just fucking, like, breathing hard in and out, because, like, I'm just trying to, like, get some oxygen here, so yeah, man, hopefully y'all enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe to the channel. I'm just going to continue making these WWE videos, for all of you. Yeah, I'm going to make one tomorrow on Wednesday, probably, for sure. I'm going to make another one, or maybe later today on Tuesday. I don't know, because it's nighttime right now on a Tuesday night, so maybe later, like Tuesday morning, I might make another video. But for sure, Thursday of this week and Wednesday of this week, I'm going to make another WWE video for all of you who enjoy these videos. So, stay tuned for that. Anyways, like, subscribe to the channel. If you guys are new, I'd really appreciate it. Leave a thumbs up. And yeah, I'm just going to end this video because I'm having fucking, I'm just fucking breathing heavily right now because I'm fucking talking so damn long. So anyways, hopefully I enjoyed. So peace out, everybody.